Hello again everybody, and welcome to another video here on John's Amazing Trains. Now, if you saw my last video on the Silver Jubilee A4s, you may remember, if you heard at the end, that I said the next video was planned, and it is, and that I was going to be helped with it by a friend called Thomas. And I told you that he was an expert, but I didn't tell you on what, although you could probably guess. So Thomas is here with me today. Say hello, Thomas.
Good evening.
Evening. It might be morning who's watching this. Anyway, seriously, now Thomas is quite an expert on Thomas the Tank and Friends, of which I am absolutely not. And he has volunteered very kindly to help me to do it all correctly. And so a lot of the narration is going to be his. It's going to be in his capable hands. He's planned the whole thing out, and I'm basically doing the camera and, yeah, whatever. So we're going to make a move.
So, yeah, so like I said, I'm helping John with doing a few of the things. Yeah, so some of the stock that you saw in part 1 may not necessarily be always what you see, because I'm going to use some of my stuff, as you can see by the background Thomas on the right, and the background James from just a second ago. And basically, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call myself an expert, but hey ho, I know a lot. I've been in the community for 10 years old now, and yeah. Basically, today's part will be running Gordon, James and Percy. The reason Duck's there is because he's going to be getting the stock out, and yeah, Thomas is just there just so that, like, well, Thomas has to be in everything, as a lot of people in the community will tell you.
Nice one.
Anyway, let's crack on with getting stuff out.
Yeah, can I just jump in here a minute? Because I must point out that Thomas did say to me when I first met him that his name is purely coincidence. It wasn't his name that inspired him to become a Thomas fan and reasonably good expert. It's just pure coincidence. Well, what a good coincidence, anyway.
And that, and also the railway line.
Of course,
the house
yeah,
as well.
of
Where
course.
there used to be a train station.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Irony. Let's get on with it. So Duck's going to come out, across the turntable, onto the ML loop, where he's going to go along the back, try and follow him. Cool.
I can see his moving eyes.
Yeah. Hang on, just show them. Okay, cool.
So you'll have to do that point then.
Yep. And then,
Right, okay.
all the way back round again.
Yeah, that's going to bring her onto the outside line now. So that's ready to come down for is it the express we're getting?
Yeah, we're getting the main express.
So what's Doug doing? Just pulling them out?
Yeah, he's going to bring them out onto the outside line. Just right. So this consists of 2 of the normal Hornby James coaches, but it also comprises of 3 Morn cells. Morn cells are only there because they were a suggestion from me, because the other set are mine. Mainly reason you can tell is because I've not got the end on them. Shall we go?
We're doing okay, 'cause I can't see very well from over here.
Yeah, you're doing alright. So go on, watch him go round. I mean, this proves how strong the backroom duck actually is, because there are some things where people seem to think that the backroom duck isn't the best hauler.
Well, that proves that wrong.
And there we are.
Shall we leave him here for now?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
And we'll stop there for a moment, and then we shall carry on. Right, now that Duck's got the coaches in, we're going to go forward around the bend bit, stop him there, and then bring him back to I was actually going decent speed. Right, and so now that he's actually coupled up, because let's move him on. So he's coming out of the... there he goes, alright. So this set is for James, because it's realistically meant to be like a sort of branch line sort of special sort of thing, because that's what they used to do in the show. They used to do 6 green for the express, and then, well, between 3 and 6 for the main express, and then red and cream for other things.
So he's obviously pulling these onto line 2 then?
Yeah, these are going onto line 2. It's getting forward enough. So we shall shunt these quickly back round so that, hope I had ducking shot, so that we can uncouple and duck over there, and then we can sort out the last rake. So we're going to give Duck a rest now. We're going to bring Percy out so we can get his mail train and lobster special, because CCT fans were. Percy, not Oliver. Yeah, stop doing that.
I forgot the turntables got me pulled back first. That's better. Sorry about that, Percy.
Now off he goes. I've explained this already. Off he goes around the loop because it's a Percy. Percy the small engine.
How's he doing on Super 4?
He seems to be doing alright, considering it's an old Triang base chassis anyway.
Yeah, it is. Right, we need to cross that point, don't we?
But yeah, Hornby just reused the basic design.
Alright, so she's okay there.
Right, we're going to bring Percy back now.
Right, and I hope he's going to come down here alright. Oh, a little stutter. Oh, he did it. Yeah, a little jump there, but I mean...
it is based on the old thing, so,
yeah.
As I've explained before.
Right, disappearing there.
Bye, Percy!
And coming around over here.
Here he comes, Percy the small engine. Don't know why I'm singing, but okay. And now he's going to buffer up.
Ah.
Carefully. He's got it!
Yes.
Hooray!
Dig-a-dig-dig-do. Are we bringing this right round to line 1?
Yep.
Let's do it. Okay, I told you that.
Now showing the wheel. I don't know where that phrase came from in the show. It was just like, come on, show a wheel, Gordon. It's like, but all his wheels are on show anyway. Why do you want it to show you another wheel?
Yep. I mean,
here he goes.
I mean that's not bad, you know, for a little 040. Well, pulling all that and going up all these points and changeovers perfectly. I mean, look at it.
Yeah.
That's all of it over my changeover from Series 6 to the old Super 4.
Yeah, I mean, Hornby did sort of change the gearing after a while, but hey ho. Makes it better.
To the front with him, yeah?
Yep. And then just stop him just before the fencing.
Oh, well, he didn't stop, he was running himself actually.
Percy, what I told you about running away? That didn't go well for you before.
Right, so what's next job?
We're going to get Gordon and James out.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Back in a minute. So we're going to bring Gordon out, put him on the turntable and fling him around. Well, not fling him, but spin him.
Ooh, I had to be a bit quick there, you know.
Yeah.
You know, with them going uphill, you have to give it that extra little burst, and then you have to slow down before they fly off the end of the turntable.
See, another good thing about Gordon though is the fact that because he's an old sort of Triang early Hornby type deal, he'll get around the Super 4 fairly easily, even though he's got modern wheels.
Yeah.
A flange in the middle of his main set.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, I'll be coming straight out with him.
Yep. Go straight out to the point, then we're going to reverse him all the way around.
Okay, let's do it. I only need... Sorry.
Alright.
It's alright. I only need to get to there, really, don't I?
Yeah.
Right.
Down he comes, down the line.
Straight down that changeover. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. Again, I mean, this is the modern tender drive unit that Hornby produced.
Yes, it is.
So
it is a tender driven one, yes.
So it should run a lot nicer anyway.
Yeah, we should be able to couple this time as well.
Bang.
Right then, next job is get James out.
Yeah. So now Gordon's on his train, we're going to move over to James, who we're going to get to turn around and couple onto his train.
Ooh, see that? I think the tender's just come off. Alright, we'll
sort that out once he's turned.
Right, so what we'll do, turn him right round again?
Yep.
I suppose we've got to do really, haven't we? Okay.
back in a second while we reattach his tender. So now we're going to bring James out.
Well, sorry, I've been a bit nippy there.
Yeah, he's not that great on the frogs of the Super 4, so how's he going to do this? He made that nicely. Come up to his train. Too fast again. And stop.
This is your James, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a Bachmann one, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's been modified because the main modifications that you'll see, the back there, and the lamp, and the face. Also the handrails aren't factory either because I don't like moulded handrails.
Fair enough.
So if we bring him forward a bit.
So, are we not going to use my James? Oh, boo-hoo. I'm only joking.
So let's bring him round so that he's in line with the other two, so we can have a decent shot of the three. Because
yeah, if I can get the bloody camera around there, I'll try. I'll try, sir. I'll try, master.
I'm not a master. I'm the doctor.
I'm struggling here around this corner, but I think we've got all three of them there, yeah, haven't we? We've got Gordon, James and Percy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, next bit, here we go.
Let's move on to the running. So yeah, so these three engines are Gordon, James and Percy. On screen will be their individual specifications and what they are and their liveries and whatnot. And yeah, so I just thought I'd do these quickly before we ran. Something about Percy though is a case of the Avonside thing is the only thing that we can properly find quickly. Don't take it as gospel because there's a lot of debate about it, basically, so there you go. Anyway, let's get on with running. To start the running, let's start off with Percy. And he's away. With his soda mail and lobster special. So you can see him in the back. There he is. And right next we shall do James. I mean, I know I'm running these in the wrong order, but it's how it's easy to do. With his Suburban Express sort of thing. And then we shall start with Gordon off. Before we start him off, I got the right controls. So there we go. Go across the back, by the windmill, and along the bottom. Gordon, you're so in the way. Yes, so that was Percy. Look, James. And Gordon. Don't speed like you should be. You can get a decent shot of Percy. Well, that's actually a good shot, isn't it? It's actually really good. Push the back, look. Gordon, James and Percy. I'm actually doing a lot better than I thought I would. So shall we try doing a few arty type shots? I think we should. So there goes by Gordon, followed by James, and then Percy. That's actually a really good shot. Yes, me, and then here comes Gordon again. Get a shot of him coming down the back. So that's what we do. Gordon and James and then Percy. Then Gordon again because it's a showboat. That and he's the one going the fastest because, like, you know, he's meant to run the express. Then a little shot from here, because it looks quite nice actually. There goes Percy and Gordon, and James in the middle, that you can't really see. Let's hope that they all go by one at a time this next time. There goes by Gordon, and now James, and then Percy. Quite good, isn't it? Some shots through the usual works, usual shed, whatever you want to call it. Oh! Let's have a shot with them going through the going past the scrapyard and around the back. There goes Gordon. Soon James and Percy will be along. There is James. And along comes Percy. And one last little shot. As they go through the station around the end. Gordon, James and Percy. And Gordon again because Gordon's a showboat, and then here comes James again. Just for one last bit. Right, and so to conclude this, we're going to stop the engines. Just because, well, it's the end of this bit, really. Right, so, move Percy to a stop. Show turn one. There we go, Percy going round again. Probably what happens. Right, so here comes Percy again. Going to a nice stop at the station to drop some mail off. And we shall wait for James and bring James to a nice gentle stop. Not that abrupt, gentler. And there we go. Then wait for Gordon to get round a bit. And start slowing him down when he gets to a certain point. So not that abruptly, come on. There we go. Bring him to a stop, bring James forward a bit. Ooh. That's not going back. Right, so that was Gordon, James and Percy's running session. And I think what we should do next is move on to the suggestions and ideas. So for the request and ideas section, here's one idea which I'll come up with, which is Percy pulling the mail train. So as he's brought into the station nicely, it's a case of we've got the CGI era van, which is the first van in the consist. We've got a Series 4-esque Sodor mail van, which is the prior variant of the mail vans that Bachmann produced. And then you've got my other mail van, which is, it's got a Wren chassis because the chassis on that, the bogie sort of broke, and yeah, they're not that great. So yeah, so that's Percy and the Mail Train.
So that's the first one, yeah?
Yeah, and we'll bring out the next one in a second. So the next consist we've got consists of, well that's why it's called a consist, Stepney, Duck and the My 3 Mornsell coaches. This is a reference to one of the Series 4 episodes, Bowled Out, where the P261 locomotive basically sucks in a bowler hat into its air intake, and that's where the current, well, one of the current nicknames, Bowler, came from. And yeah, so my Stepney has silver buffers and a bronzy type whistle. Duck is just factory set because it's John's duck, not my duck.
It's a Bachmann one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both have the same duck, it's just I've got certain modifications done to mine.
I know.
And then my 3 modified Mornsells without the corridor connections. because I want to be accurate to the show, and they're as accurate as I'm going to get them from series 1 through to about, I think, series 5. Not sure when they cut off the last 2 windows at each end. Anyway, I think we should get the last consist out. Right, so this last consist is one of your lot's comments and whatnot from John's first part. It's Gordon with the same express train as earlier, with a little added extra to the back end, as you'll see as it comes around. It's the Bachmann Thomas that was sat on the turntable earlier on. As you can see, it's got a Great Discovery shocked face on it, because that's the only real shock face I have. And mine has sprung buffers fitted, some Morris Models 3D printed whistles, #plug, and it's got screw links, and the front has got 2mm shaved off, and a Hornby lamp, because I don't like the Bachmann standard lamps.
It's nice that, it looks good. Yeah, looks great.
It's because I'm going for as much TV series accuracy as possible. The only thing which I've not done to it so far is the bunker lining, which is the one thing which I really want to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, shall we get on with actually running them all in around the layout?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So let's start Percy going. Hopefully he won't destroy any parcels along his way. I mean, it's Sodor Mail, not Royal Mail. #G. So he's going to have a quick run round, and then we're going to start dropping step nails. They need to get to Grogan's Gate, essentially. I mean, it's only a loop, but now what? And then once they get round, we'll start Gordon off. Well, Gordon Thomas, or as it should be. As it is actually known in the episode, Thomas and Gordon, so let's get Gordon going.
Oh, that wasn't bad, all 3 of them.
I think what we need to do is get Gordon and Thomas going a little bit faster.
Okay, will do.
That's perfect. So yeah, so the basic thing to Thomas and Gordon is the fact that Thomas is just being extremely cheeky to Gordon, because Gordon's tired from pulling the express all the while. And so Gordon finally has enough of his steam, and basically when Thomas wants to go into the station, Gordon basically starts off before they get the chance to uncouple him. And thus, that's the basic story of Thomas and Gordon. And Thomas doesn't see Gordon as much. Again, the whole setting duck thing, that's a nice shot as well.
That was great.
Like I say, it's an episode called Bowled Out, where it's Stepney's last day, and they get Diesel to come help, which is BP61. And basically he's very sneer and snide, and he doesn't actively say that he wants to scrap the engine like Diesel has in the past, but hey ho. But he gets his comeuppance. But he gets his comeuppance when Bowler Hack took his air intake, so, and then these two take the express for him. And Percy just got the mail because that's how he's seen the 2 episodes, so. So there we have the Fat Controller and one of the Torches, or if you're familiar with the current era, his Helper. And basically he's overseeing all the actions happening right now. So no one decides to like do anything wrong or crash or decouple or what have you. If they do, he will be climbing on top of them, giving them a right smack around the smoke box. And also that other man that was just focused on, I presume, is Bertie's driver. He's lost Bertie. He's trying to get hold of the doctor to help him find it. So
Well, I think that's a pretty good running session. You've given loads of information out there. That's brilliant.
Yeah, when you've known it since you've been, as far as you're aware, since you've been very, very young, you've had a take Johnson Gordon and the first four, like, stories and stuff. You tend to...
Right, I think we'll crossfade this into the next bit.
Yeah, I think we should do a little bit of a specialty.
Okay.
So now that we've done the main run, here's the last sort of surprise sort of run. Which, if you've been in the community quite recently, you will know of a film, which this will be a reference to. So we're just going to bring Gordon around, bring him on to track 1. So he's the only one I trust on track 1. Now that he's on track 1, we can...
that was a bit nippy.
Yeah, but it's how we get him on. So flick the point there, and then we'll bring him into the station quite nicely. And then that's Gordon out. Let's move on to the next loco, shall we?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, let's bring the next one out.
It's a jock, isn't it?
It's Flying Scotsman, yeah.
Yeah.
No one really calls it jock in the show.
Well, that's what I read somewhere.
Yeah. It's what's the typical name for him.
Yeah, it's a good speed.
But no, he's only recently come back in.
Oh, okay.
Because of this great race film.
Ah, right, of course.
So
I'd heard of it, but it's you that's given me the information.
Yeah.
This is kind of you.
Which, a quick interesting note, which I'll stop it here a second for.
Yeah.
See the tender?
I do.
How it's got the sort of Gordon tender lining.
Yeah.
It's because the way that the Scotsman was designed was after Gordon.
Oh, okay.
That's why when I get him level, they have a very, very, very similar face.
Well, that's cool, yeah.
Basically means it's the exact same face.
Yeah.
Just one's got a bit of extra backing because of the fact that this is a later model of Scotsman. So
okay, wicked.
So let's get the next one out. So the next one I'm going to be bringing out is Spencer. He was in the Great Race as well. He's also in the show a lot because, well, Gordon needs someone to have a bit of rivalry with because that's just how Gordon is. He's based on an A4 Pacific, but typical Bachmann fashion, it's not the best looking A4 in the world. But the thing is, this is due to the eye mechanism in him because...
I quite like this one, you know.
Yeah. Well,
this is the Bachmann one, I quite like it.
See, there are people who have resprayed it so that it is actually silver.
Oh, okay.
Which actually makes it look so much better. Ridiculous. But yeah, so that...
He's got the moving eyes as well, hasn't he, being the Bachmann one.
Oh, a bit too far.
His eyes had fell out when I first got him.
Oh, God.
I had to put it all back together.
Yeah, so here's the 3 Grizzly Pacifics. A1, A3 and A4.
Wow. This is going to be cool.
Yeah. And yeah, so I reckon we should have a great race. So now it's time for the John's Amazing Trains Great Race. Sadly we can't recreate the film properly because we've not got enough lines, but... Silence! Alright, if you want to start the race, Fat Control, then you go ahead. Okay, so let's wait for him to say it. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I got that. It was a little shaky, but I got it. Oh well, Scotsman's in front. Here come the other 2. Brilliant. Oh, he's still in front. There's Gordon. Here's Spencer. The Fat Controller's not controlling him very well.
He's on the race though, isn't he?
I know, I'm just joking. You're on the controls. I get a couple of shots from down there. Oh, that's a good one. Yes! That was a good one. Oh, poor old Spencer's really lagging behind, look. Oh, I don't know, they're catching him up now, look. Brilliant. Oh yes, we're getting there. Come on, Scotty. Oh, we're getting there. We've overtaken him that time. Oh, Gordon, you've got a friend. Oh, and Spencer. Yeah, they're catching him up now, look. This time, yeah. Oh, yes. Nearly. I tell you what, Thomas, I think we should do a fade out on this one.
Yeah.
And let them decide who they think's won it. Yeah. So you guys have got to, you guys are going to have to let us know if you think you know who won the race. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this collection of, well, Thomas and Friend videos, and there's obviously more coming. But I hope you enjoyed the show, today's video, and so it's good night from me, John.
And it's good night from me, Thomas. Thank you for watching.